Well, hi again, this is Deck Cluskey, 4 minutes on the net with Deck. Each week I try to give you tips, ways of pushing your career forward in music. So what have I got for you this week? Oh, by the way, this is very interesting here. Look, somebody's just put this out of the tree. I come up here one day and somebody had got a noose, a proper hangman's noose, with a knot in it. And I got the police to come down here and have a look at it. They said it was very professionally made, and they thought somebody was going to murder somebody up here. So they thanked me very much. Well, there we are. So, back to music. What have I got for you this week? I want to talk to you a little bit about mastering. Black art, they call it in music industry. You wonder what a mastering suite is? Well, it makes a difference between an ordinary record that you produce in your home studio or in another studio, maybe a professional studio, but it's not a finished, what we call radio ready record until it's mastered. What is mastering? You may know a little bit about mastering, you may know a lot about mastering. I know a lot about mastering. I've been mastering stuff all my life. Well, having it mastered, because that's the secret. Never master yourself, because you need a separate set of ears. Now, Abbey Road Mastering Studio, they've got absolute genii, that's the plural of genius in there. They make something sound like a hit record on the radio. Now, that can be the tonal quality, it could be too much bass, too little bass, da-da-da, they can rectify all that. Or mostly, it's really the dynamics. They cut out all what we call the dynamics, the quiet and the soft, and everything is up to a level, and that level is 0 dB. There are stories around that some guys can push it to plus 6 dB, but I don't think so. But 0 dB is the optimum, it's the loudest it can be. Now, all records on the radio are pushed through what we call an end of line machine, and that brings all the records up to 0 dB. But if your record is mastered properly in the first place, then it comes to 0 dB. Now think, when you go in, as I said last week, how to pitch your songs. When you go into a meet, say at Virgin Records or whoever, Sony, and you put on a properly mastered record. Now also, there's another thing the mastered record will have. The mastered record will start precisely at the start. When you press the start button, there's no intro, and everything is faded in at the start, a very quick fade in, so there's absolutely no noise whatsoever at the start of the record. And also at the end, if you've got a fade out, then it's tapered beautifully down to silence, or if it's a stop, then at the end of the reverb at the stop of the end of the song, then straight down to total silence. And that way, the people who are listening to your record, people like me, that's what I listen for straight away, you know that the song that's being pitched to you, or to them, is from a serious dude that's gone to the expense and the inconvenience of having the song mastered. Where do you get the song mastered? Well, you got to look around. You got to find out who the best mastering people are. No good going to Joe down the street. And by the way, here's a tip. If you go to a mastering place and it's just an ordinary studio that happens to do mastering, run like heck, because they don't know what they're doing. A mastering suite is simply computer equipment and 2 speakers. That's all there is. And it's a beautifully sounding room. And that's all there is. There's nothing to change the sound, or no bass traps, no top traps, anything. That's what it is, a mastering suite. So there's a good tip. Next time you're going to pitch a song, make sure you have it mastered. And by the way, there's a nifty bit of kit on Pro Tools which I use. My daughter is in the music business. She's touring all the world all the time, and every backtrack she uses is mastered by me. Now that's simply to bring it up to 0 dB level. I don't do all the tonal stuff at all. That's for the mastering suite. But if you're in that business, if you use backtracks at all, or added instruments tracks with your band, make sure they're up to 0 dB. Now, here's the big trick. Maxim, it's called, M-A-X-I-M. It's actually a free program with Pro Tools. You will absolutely love it because it'll really make your stuff sound fantastic. If you can't really afford the mastering suite, that's the second best option. Maxim on Pro Tools. You heard it from Deck. If you got any comments, any questions, go down below on the blog. I was going to say call me. No, that's just for members of the Serious Writers Guild. But if you want to get in touch with me, deck@makehits.com, deck@makehits.co.uk, and go on the website, makehits.com, makehits.co.uk. I'm very available and willing to help you. Got any ideas for future 4 minutes on the net? Let me know. Bye.